Hello, I'm Craig O'Neill. And sure, I'm a world-famous disc jockey. But even someone like me is honored, even humbled, to be hosting this presentation for Channel 4. After all, television people are such professionals, the personification of perfection, the epitome of excellence. Everything they do is on target. They never make mistakes. No wonder they make so much money. Just watch some of this, and you'll see what I mean.
Channel 4, our pride is showing.
God dog it, son of a buck.
Or Eyewitness News Update.
Good evening. A Southern Baptist
There's another report currently being prepared by Representative Cliff Hoofman, which will recommend moving the Transportation Commission's... Commission? What the is that? Commission? Never heard of that.
The council later approved a motion requiring any other state agencies that come before it in budget proceedings to begin its presentation by saying, keep rolling.
Military personnel and other refugee centers across the nation have...
City officials hope that it will be transformed.
Ben! Now, wait a minute.
Behind me, what is... Behind me is what is...
That spokesman declined to comment further on what the...
Today I have signed a couple of more, I would say minor vetoes that, frankly, I can't recall at this moment.
Okay, I didn't know.
I hope it was quite bad.
And made the music. Commercial.
Today they sent me some Brute 33 antiperspirant. The aerosol spray. Easy roll-on. The antiperspirant stick. How about that? And that new non-aerosol spray.
Well, let's take a look. Well, why don't you cue me if I'm on? Take a look at the result.
To date, about $451,000 in state funds have been spent for aid to flood victims. I really have no idea where... Are we ready for the report from Phoenix, or what's our situation?
We need to go to weather.
We need to go to weather.
Oh! I just got a pie in the face. Somebody stop that, man.
Well, we're really not in a position to go to weather right at this moment either.
An arraignment is set for Monday.
Some Cubans from Fort Chaffee spent some time in the St. Francis County Jail this weekend.
This is a royal screw-up, and everyone here is terribly embarrassed.
Governor Frank White says he believes all will remain calm for a while at Fort Chaffee. He told Eyewitness newsman Jose Sanders that last night's disturbance was quickly brought under control.
Who was that seedy-looking punk, anyhow?
Now, an NBC News special report.
Can't find it. Sorry.
This has been a special report from NBC News.
Now this.
Okay, read it like you mean it, Elsie. Real tough, real mean.
When it comes to keeping his feet, there's only one Steeler I can't beat. That's a good one. Is that good for you?
Okay, action, slow. Hey, kid. All right, cut. This time, a little more emotion. Just imitate Laurence Olivier. Ready? Action.
When it comes to keeping his feet, there's only one Steeler I can't beat.
Tell you what, Elsie, work on the line a little. We'll get back to you.
Eyewitness newsman Bill Sadler reports that the construction firm has stopped work.
What was that? Arkansas State University officials should be delighted by the latest enrollment figures. This fall's enrollment has increased by 5%, with the biggest increases coming in the freshman and sophomore classes. Over 7,600 students, excuse me, do you mind? Over 7,600 students have signed up for classes.
Channel 4 is offering this reward that this man might be removed from society and life could get back to normal.
Call 371-4660.
All the signs look good today and everything seems to go your way.
Today's your brute day.
You can feel your luck running hot.
Well, see, got it? Try it like a poem, a limerick, okay? Da-da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da.
When it comes to keeping his feet, there is only one stealer I can't beat.
The world's most famous honeymooners finally stopped their yacht, and much to the joy of Egyptian spectators, chose Port Said to do it. Now, this is the first time the Britannia has come to port in a publicized stop, at least, since the couple's honeymoon began, and they, at this point, refuse to tell where they'll port next.
State officials have a new problem. The oriental fruit fly, a cousin of the medfly and just as destructive a pest, has been discovered in the Los Angeles area. Authorities have already asked permission to begin spraying the fly.
And in some cases, we frankly admit that they have surpassed us. Hell, I can't read this.
Take two.
And in some cases, we frankly admit...
You gotta go to the next page, but
Hey, I know that. I'm just trying to get the first one down.
Take three.
150 miles to the north. Shut down.
Over the Arkansas Razorbacks. 150 miles to the north.
Oh, okay.
Take 167.
Miles to the north here. Hell, it ain't funny long.
All right.
Are you rolling?
Yeah.
And in some cases, I don't like that. And in some cases, we frankly admit that we have, and in some cases, we frankly admit boy, I have completely gone batty here.
Oh, forget it.
2-3 times a night is not uncommon for that sort of thing.
I was glued to the tube. The results were a little unfortunate, but the University of North Carolina hammered out a 63-57 win this afternoon in a game seen here on Channel 7, in a game seen here on Channel 7, in a game seen here on Channel 7, in a game seen here on Channel 7.
What the hell do you mean?
The 6th annual meeting of the Midwestern Governors Conference opens today. High on the agenda will be such topics as racial violence in the cities and politics 1968. For a report, here is Don Oliver at the conference. Well, we'll have that report a little later, too. The so-called Torch of Peace is moving slowly across the continent from San Francisco this morning in the hands of a relay of runners. It is a peace campaign of a new kind. That story from John Dancy in San Francisco. You're kidding. That story a little later on. We'll have to find time for all of these things. Are we going to try for some of these stories now? We're ready. Over the weekend, as we told you, Lieutenant General Van Tu, who is one of the presidential candidates in South Vietnam, finally started some campaigning with the civilians. And here's that story now from Charles Murphy in South Vietnam. What page do you want, Larry? Do the what? Probably won't get the weather map.
Record lows were broken from us all the way up to the northern border last night. We had mentioned these two stations simply because they were the closest to us, well below zero last night. But up in the Dakotas, we're panning over to our picture of the Dakotas. You can see.
Tomorrow, a phrase from Lewis Carroll's Alice in Wonderland. Today was George Washington's unbirthday. Now, of course, that's because...
There are strange things going on around here.
2-3 times a night is not uncommon for that sort of thing.
What the hell do you mean?
I've had my breast grabbed at several times.
2-3 times a night is not uncommon for that sort of thing.
What the hell do you mean?
Look at her up there. I'm going to be her escort. And you wonder why I'm nervous?
It'll jar you out of the bed and scare you to death if you don't know what it is.
I am a Lone Ranger.
I am standing here in such a state of confusion that if I could cut to a commercial now, I would.
Here we go. Everybody's into the lens. Background, I see a guy naked walking out there. Here we go.
Raleigh.
So, here we go.
Imitation
Ready?
of a guy.
Into the lens and action.
There's only one stiller I trust with my...
Quarterback Tom Jones, bothered by a sprained toe the past 2 weeks, put on a passing display that we should be seeing about now that drew some praise from head coach Lou Holtz. And the head man, though, told us that he was a little bit concerned about lack of consistency, and he talked with me about some leadership, and I'm hoping that we're going to be able to hear what Coach Holtz had to say about leadership very soon.
Every year there are 8,000. Every year there are 8. Okay.
I have gotten as far as I can go. Where do I go from here, guys? I continue, all right. Maybe we'll get to hear about what Coach Holtz has to say a little bit later.
We're sort of in between now.
Wait till this weekend. There will be like the ballpark in January. Ballpark in January. But we have some nice park days coming up between now and then. A couple more at least.
That's good.
Let's check on the club before radar screen and see if anything... Oh.
Hello. Excuse me. Okay, I got to wear the little thing on my desk.
Welcome to the club.
All right, we have a little dummy thing. I'll show it to you before the show's over. It has to sit on my desk all day tomorrow because I forgot the microphone.
Stand by.
Stand by? Okay, I'm on. All right, stand.
Well,
All right, yeah, I guess I'm going to read this. Okay. And
Sometime between now and tomorrow, we'll get that straightened out for you.
you mean we made a mistake?
We made a mistake.
well, the person who uttered that famous line, "Beasts abstract not," obviously knew nothing about this evening's Rutherford Files, as Bill visits some animals that could never be called dumb. He reports from Animal Wonderland in Hot Springs.
He's smarter than your average pig.
We have used the methods of modern psychology. It's all very humane and very, very fast. They can learn many, many things. You just have to know how to teach them.
What are we laughing about?
They must have permission from their doctors. We're on.
What? We're on. Oh, well, what was that?
I hope we have it.
This is high-level conference going on. What was that about a horse race?
Well, like 14-3.
Judge Hendricks says since the legislature is not going to help
I was a man and I went in there for surgery and they got me good.
The problem here apparently stems from a wage dispute in the Plasterers Union, which one of Rudy's subcontractors is a member of. Now, these cocksuckers are making $7.80 an hour already, plus fringe benefits, and they've got the fucking balls to ask for a 28% increase. And you can come by here just about any time of the day and find the son of bitches sitting on their ass most of the time. $7.80 an hour, they want a 28% increase. I say it's a bunch of shit. Ron Gardner, Channel 4 Eyewitness News.
This is Tom Bonner with Beth Ward on Channel 4. Do you know the count on the amount on Channel 4? We got 10 seconds. Can you win it?
Hi, I'm Buck Henry with a special TV offer. If you watch me host the last
clink, slosh, clink.
Save the other one.
Cla. Stellar.
Don't shred it.
As governor, I would like all of our citizens to join in... What is this?
I don't want to alarm anybody, but you ought to think twice about missing this last show. That's Saturday Night Live with guest Bette Midler, this Saturday at 11:30, 10:30 Central on ABC. ABC.
The U of A Medical Sciences campus is celebrating 100 years of service to our state. I am pleased to recognize the school's outstanding contribution. Well, I got tickled. I can't.
Don't tell me I've got no balls. Kimosabe, look.
Look for us. We'll be there. Eyewitness news is everywhere. It's what you're looking for. It's all the news in Arkansas and everywhere. Then we'll be there. Look for us. We'll be there. Eyewitness news is everywhere. From the bright lights of the city to the desert plains and everywhere. Then we'll be there. Channel 4 Eyewitness News is everywhere.
So much for all this professionalism and perfection. I think it's now time to watch the real clowns.
From the capital city to all of Arkansas. This is 11 Action News.